All right, you guys, this is Nick Moore Performance Tire Test. Jay, tell them what we're going to do with Nick Moore today, man.
Well, we got a selection of your favorite tires you've probably been reading and seeing about, and we're going to mount them up, put them on some trucks, bring them up some hills and different terrain, and you're going to see what tires perform, how and why.
So basically what we have here are a lot of the big hitters. There's a gentleman by the name of, I think it's Ilya 1967, that did a very good tire test. One of the most thorough I've seen. He did it in a lot of terrains, was a very good driver on top of it, so he gave you a very fair comparison. Now here's the thing about tires. You have your heavy rigs and your light rigs. They're going to perform differently on the same tires. They're going to perform differently on different terrains. Luckily here in Pacifica, we have mud, we have rock, we have Mount Diablo, which is just smooth, grippy surfaces, and we have multiple surfaces we could test on as well.
Pescadero.
Yeah, so basically what we're running here is the Boom Racing Hustlers. It's one of the newer tires out. We've been running them. We like them. Good tire. We're throwing in some Class 1 1.9 Hyraxes. We've ran pretty much every other Hyrax in the world. We've always loved them.
Open these up so we can get a feel of these things.
We might try to run some 4.75. We're pretty much running XL 19s for the rest of our tires. So these guys are almost going to be at a little bit of a handicap in the test, honestly.
New tires feel so good and firm out the package. We'll tell you that they're firm, very grippy to appearance and feel, definitely.
And this is one of the most recommended tires, the Hyrax. We have it in a 2.2 on the Bomber, and Jay will tell you we love that tire.
Proline, and they're just a great quality brute tire that's going to take some punishment and not tear on you and last a long time through punishment. Definitely.
And I mean, that brings us to why we have more Pro lines on the table. We are going to grab the flat irons, because honestly, I've never ran flat irons. None of us have ran them.
These actually feel really good. Jay, feel that. That's
and you know, they've had good reviews, so we're going to give them a shot. Why not?
A little bigger in size. So 1.9s vary, even though they're all 1.9s, they will vary in size. There you go. I mean, they're both 1.9s, but there's obviously a size difference. So another thing to keep in mind as well, we're going with the build. You know, you may want a smaller tire, you may want a bigger tire. It's hard to know just through kind of reading, but this is one of the ways to definitely find out. So.
And I mean, the other thing about the Class 1 1.9 is that it's going to make everything a little more challenging. If you're getting bored with your rig, like say you've hit the same lines a million times and you're like, you know what, how can I make this harder? Go and get yourself some tiny tires. It is a lot of fun. It will make the same course completely different for you. From there, we're going to the Pitbull Rock Beast XLs with the Alien compound. I've ran these tires, great tires, honestly. I've never had a problem with them. They broke in, they did well. Honestly, I got nothing more to say about this tire other than it is a good tire as well.
Tell them, Nick, you mostly run XLs, like majority. We only got one Class 1 or Class A?
Class 1.
We only got one set of Class 1s because he normally runs XL. Tell him why you run XLs.
It mainly has to do with our terrain. We have big rocks, we have boulders, the extra ground clearance helps. You know, in the name of the game, you want to keep your center of gravity as low as possible to keep your truck as stable as possible, but there is a trade-off. And a lot of the times it is ground clearance. So this is just kind of how I go around that, you know. Then I'll run the low center of gravity chassis and all that other stuff to bring it down and get it a little bit more back to normal. But from there, the other XL tires that we will be running, these are the blue compound Voodoos. These tires are well broken in. I'm going to get to that in a moment, mainly at the end of the video. Another great tire. It's on the truck that he got from me. I ran them for a reason. They've always done great. Like I said, just not enough good things I can say about them.
They keep telling me to cut that tire, to vent them. What do you think about that?
Honestly, the venting of the tires is up to you.
What would you do personally?
It's a trade-off. You get side hill or you get good traction on a flat surface.
Here, Jay.
But once again, with a soft tire, you get onto a side hill, you're just going to want to flop over. You're not going to have the stability. So from the Voodoos, I got another set of Voodoos. I'm running a different compound. I'm waiting for the new tires to drop. They're already pre-ordered. It's just a game of when they get to me. Who knows, maybe they'll get here before the tire test. That would be excellent, because I would love to compare them to everything else.
But let them know this tire test is probably going to go on for the next 4 months, because we're going to break these in. We're going to do how it is to run on new tires, and we're going to tell you in the months ahead how it is when they're broken in.
Yeah.
So this is going to be more of an endurance of the tire, you know.
These are another tire out there that people like, the Super Swamper TSL style tire right here. Real scale appearance.
And the sidewall really helps.
Yeah, and then on top of that, these are soft tires. I mean, they're soft to the point where they're hard to mount. I actually had to throw these in the freezer to make them hard enough to mount up on the 1.9s, because otherwise I was just popping beads, because they are really that soft. But out of Mount Diablo on a stock truck, I can't say enough good things about
These
them.
What kind of
tires
rims are
work.
those?
These are just cheap RC, actually no, these are RC four-wheel drive Landies. I'm sorry, that's what they are.
And we have tons of rims. We have the SSDs. We have Boom Racing. We have Methods right there.
Knockoff Methods. Those 3-piece wheels are knockoff OMFs. He hates them, I love them. So you'll be seeing those
I
on my
love
rigs
that he
very
said that.
soon.
He
They
keeps
look
it-
good.
He keeps it real. He loves these rims.
Yeah, that's why they're on my low C as well. I like them.
They're pretty good.
So, and then going back to the rigs. Okay, so we're going to run a lightweight rig and a heavy rig. We're going to see the difference. So for the lightweight rig, we're going to use this pretty much out of the box, 10-2, you know, that's nice light rig, get the job done, and it'll give a lot of you guys running a similar truck a good idea of what it will do on your truck. For the heavy truck, honestly, I don't know. I've been thinking about either using the low C or the original 10-2 that I built, because with all the metal sliders and bumpers and stuff that I welded on, this is probably a 9.5-pound truck now.
It's your test. You could do whatever you want.
Yeah, and that's to be determined. But, you know, like you said, we want to show these tires out of the bag, you know, which ones are going to do well, and then we want to show them broken in, because I bet you the results are most likely going to change, and honestly, I can't decide which tire I want to win. I don't really have a favorite here.
We also have the stock Traxxas Canyons. We also have a pair of Nittos and we have
the Falcons off my honcho. We could run those.
We're going to be showing you guys everything. We also tell them about foams, because you're the one who put us into foams.
Okay, so
in the foam game.
So foams matter. And tuning of your foams is all on you in what you like. I've heard guys running just the outer foams, not even running the inner foams in a 2-stage foam. I've heard of guys running, you know, a lot of people shoot for stiff up front, a little bit softer in the rear, or vice versa. It's whatever you like. But there's so much tuning you can do with foams, it's crazy. And as far as the foams go, we're still experimenting with foams too. Honestly, the memory foams in this Proline Super Swampers, just out of the box, they're actually pretty good. When they're cold, they're stiff though. It's kind of funny. But once it warms up, they will soften up, because memory foam, you know, can freeze apparently. We found that out at Mount Diablo. And the Voodoos I'm running on the low C, I'm actually running the OT6 2-stage foams for trucks under 10 pounds. These are for trucks over 10 pounds, which we will actually change those out when we go to a heavier rig. Maybe we'll have to weight one of these down or something to make it hit that 10-pound mark.
And these,
all right, so these are Lil Nova foams. I've just seen them as a popular foam. Closed cell inners, nice and stiff, soft outers. These look like they'll do the trick, and they even have another ring that you could tune them with. Like I said, tire tuning. I mean, you can literally spend countless hours of your life tuning these little tiny trucks. It's kind of funny. Like, I swear I I could get my 1-to-1 ready for the track faster than I get one of these ready for a crawl.
That's why
ridiculous.
I can't believe he wanted to do a tire test. Look
Yeah,
at this.
yeah, it's bite off more than you could chew. But I mean, in short, you know, we want to show you because I mean, there's so many products, and if you don't know what you're looking for, it's hard to know what you're buying. And we're not sponsored. We do all this on our own, so we're going to give you an honest review. And I mean, honest and out of honesty, every single tire you see on this, except for the flat irons, we have ran and we have liked, and that's why they're all in here.
I think he wants to say, by as honest, we like to perform. We're not out here to clown. We're really having fun, and we're competitive amongst each other. You know, what's
Mainly
beautiful,
with each other.
What's beautiful is you just saw, he just set that up with Gabe, that beautiful meet and greet with Diablo crawlers, and that'll show you that when people park their cars for that meet and greet, whatever they had going on in their life, they left that in a car and they just came out and had fun with us. And that was the environment that we were having fun with people. Yeah, me and Nick were bumping our trucks and saying you can't crawl this or climb this, but in that's my brother. We were having fun. Jay's the same way.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Jay, what'd you think of that meet and greet, bro?
Man, that was a great day. It was RCing to the fullest that day, and people were demonstrating what they could do and the rigs could do, and G-Speed chassis definitely performed well out there, and Proline tires, Voodoo tires. It was just a fun day of RCing.
Fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would like to thank Gabe for putting all that up and setting up the gates and the course.
Definitely.
Very challenging. I mean, in all reality, I was messaging him just say, hey, you're going to be out there, and you know, he went above and beyond and set up the course, and everybody came out. It was a great showing. And
look what you did, Gabe. You just had us blow a bunch of money
Yeah,
on tires. Thank you, buddy.
Now we got to compete. We got to figure out a way to keep up with you guys. We got to catch up.
But in a fun way. Just
Yeah.
remember that this is pure fun.
Oh yeah, no, you know, and that's half the point of RCing. If you're not
We
having
run the stickers
fun,
on our trucks too. So
you're
it's
doing it
all-
wrong. You gotta have fun. These are tiny trucks, they're toy trucks, and once it stops becoming fun, there's no point, you know, in all reality. So, you know, a lot of people out there were sharing as much knowledge as they could and just having fun with it, because you know what? At the end of the day, we're all out there just to drive our little tiny trucks and have fun.
Well, with that said, Nick's taking all these tires home. All right? Hope to see you guys on the trail.